Hello and welcome to a new day of Stairwell Workouts where we do bodyweight training with my stairwell and hopefully yours too. Today's workout is going to be yet another good time had by all, hopefully, and I will tell you all about the movements and I'll tell you all about the rep scheme, but before we do, let's warm up together. So go ahead and stand up. And let's do it around the world. You can't see me. Oh, there we go. Okay, switch to one foot. Rotate out your ankle. This is the one problem with filming this stuff is that, like, sometimes I want the camera to be close to me and sometimes I want the camera to be far away from me. It's just so hard. Switch to your other foot. That's okay. I know you get it. Step your feet together. Tuck your knees in close. Let's take some little knee circles here. Start to mobilize your ankles. We are going to keep it inside today. Yay! You're not going to have to run around your neighborhood. Nor are we doing burpees today. So, you know, I must have just felt really benevolent. You are welcome. Stand up. Let's do some skier breaths. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you. 9 more. 8 more. 7 more, 6 more, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one. Hands on the hips, big hip circles. Point the tailbone behind you, lean into the right side, left side, big circles. Depending on what you've been up to, your hamstrings might really appreciate a nice lean forward like this. So have this be an organic movement for you. Nice deep breaths. All right, arm swings. Left over right, right over left. Warm up your shoulder joints. Spoiler alert. We're going to do a fair amount of shoulder stabilizing today. I've got 2 movements, one of which is going to be a right side, left side one that involve stabilizing through the shoulders. And so my prediction is that you will be sore in your shoulders tomorrow. My prediction is that I will be sore in my shoulders tomorrow. So let's get a little stretch out for the neck. Just drop your ear to one shoulder, right to left, left to right. Oh, so good. And then drop the chin to the chest, chin up toward the sky, forward, backward. Today's workout's going to be pretty fast. We have basically three rounds, but the first round is going to be the longest. Second round is shorter. Third round is shorter. So I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I'm not anticipating that this is going to take very long. I think this is, I haven't done the math, but I think it's a sub 10-minute workout. Roll out your wrists, You know, a fun way to roll out your wrists is to interlace your fingers and play this fun little like mind game with your wrists. And then try switching directions. Oh, it's so much harder the other way. Whoa, weird. That's so funny. I've never tried switching directions, but I'm only good at it one way. I wonder if everyone is. All right. I've got a mat right here that I'm going to be working with. You might benefit from a mat. Half the reason I have a mat, though, is because I have a hard floor. So if you have carpet or grass, or if you're just really tough, you obviously don't need a mat, but I'm going to use one. So go ahead and step it back to a plank here. Shoulders are over wrists, and since we've warmed up the wrists already, let's get a little bit of seesaw work here, forward and backward on the wrists. Just rocking back and forth, waking up the core. Press the earth away from you. Remember to breathe. And let's, just for fun, take it through 3 push-ups with control. Bend the elbows toward the feet. Press it back up, bend the elbows toward the feet, press it back up. Last time, bend it toward the feet, press it. I'm gonna get right into demonstrating what the movements are. You can do them with me, and that will kind of help you continue to warm up. I've got some kind of unique movements today, so I'm anticipating taking a little bit more time to explain it, but as you know, if you like to skip the workouts in the recording, you can just fast forward and you can just monkey see, monkey do. You can do what I'm doing. All right, the first movement are going to be plank up downs using the step. So here's my first recommendation for you, is that you customize it for yourself. If you have multiple steps, then you can make this harder or easier for yourself. Let me show you what it's like using the bottom step. So with a high plank, and then I step my hands down to the floor, and then I step my hands back up to the step, back down to the floor. I'm staying in a high plank the whole time. This would be option one. You can make it a little easier by elevating your hands. We've talked about this before. The more you elevate your hands, the more you distribute that body weight back to your foot. And so if using this bottom step is too much for you today, modify it by moving up the steps. Now, if using the bottom step is too easy for you today, you can make it harder by turning this around and using the step under your feet as a elevation for the feet, and then you would do up downs with a high to low plank. If putting your feet on the bottom step is too easy, you can make it harder by doing this. You can make it even harder by so on and so forth, moving your feet up the steps. Cool. All right, the next movement, we're gonna get a little cardio burst with quick feet. So stand up, and we're just doing some agility with the feet, right, left, right, left. You're tapping the step with your feet, okay? So my soccer players are going to appreciate that one. The next movement, and don't worry, I'll go through all of these and explain the rep scheme when the workout starts. The next movement is another kind of unique one. This is gonna be, I'm calling it an elevated side plank plus an upper leg elbow to knee. So what this is gonna look like is I'm gonna use my second step, and then I'm gonna start with a side plank. You can't see this upper arm, but it's reaching toward the sky. So I'm in a regular, just standard side plank. I could lower it a little bit and make it a little bit more challenging. Now, rather than just hold the side plank forever and ever, we're going to tap the elbow to knee on the upper side of the body, okay? We're not going in front of the body like this. It's not a crunch forward. It's a side crunch. I want you to feel it through your side body, okay? So I'm gonna keep reminding you, you're opening the knee out to the side. It's elbow to knee in the lateral plane here, not in front. We're gonna do that on the right side, and then we're gonna switch and do that on the left side. Lots of stabilization in the shoulders. If this bothers your wrist, you can do it as a forearm plank. If it is particularly challenging on your shoulders, you can, as you know, make it easier by elevating your hand, which distributes body weight to your feet. Okay. The next movement is what I'm calling an assisted pistol squat. Okay, so a pistol squat, for those of you who are familiar with this, is a single leg squat, okay? So I'm not expecting that any of you can do a pistol squat. It's something that requires a fair amount of training and a fair amount of flexibility to do. But we can use the steps to assist a pistol squat, and that's gonna look a little bit like this. I'm gonna plant my left hand on the step. I'm gonna start standing on just my left foot. And then as I lower into a squat, I am using the floor to help myself with balance and a little bit with standing back up, okay? So maybe give this a try wherever you are. Try lowering your foot down and then standing back up. It is up to you how much you rely on your stabilizing leg. So you could just have it there for support when you need it, or you can keep it on the floor the entire time and slide it away. Another option for you too, if you're keeping it on the floor the whole time, is if you want to grab like a hand towel or something like that, you can put it underneath your foot and slide it along the floor if you have a slippery floor. So we're going to do that on one side, and we're going to turn around. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, right? Pistol squats on one leg. Okay. That's going to be the next movement. Now, the last movement is a boat sit-up. And so this requires a little bit of balance. And so you've got some options here for either making it a little bit less challenging, planting your hands on the earth. And then as you lower down, you pick the knees up, lower down, pick the knees and torso up, lower down, knees to chest, right? So this is a boat sit-up. If that's pretty easy for you, then you can make it more challenging by really challenging your balance here, right? And so we're moving slowly and intentionally so that we maintain balance the whole time. Gonna put a load on the hip flexors, gonna put a load on the abdominals. Those are all the movements, okay? So now you're probably wondering how we're going to mix them up and how long or how many of each thing you're going to have to do. I'll explain. I said we're going through the movements 3 times, basically 3 rounds. The first round, you will be performing each movement for 1 minute. 1 minute for each movement. So that's 1 minute doing plank up downs, 1 minute doing quick feet, right, left, 1 minute on the right side elevated plank, 1 minute on the left side elevated plank. That's a long time on each of those. 1 minute on the right side assisted pistol squats, 1 minute on the left side assisted pistol squats, 1 minute on the boat sit-ups. And so if you're counting, we've got plank, quick feet, right side elevated, left side elevated, right side pistol, left side pistol, boat sit-ups. That's 7 minutes for the first round, okay? Because it's actually 7 movements when you count the asymmetrical movements. Okay, so that's 7 minutes for the first round because it's a minute per movement. And then we're going to take a short break, all right? 20 seconds. Just to reset, and so I can get my timer going again. And we will get right into the second round, this time only 40 seconds. 40 seconds for each of the 7 movements. I didn't do the math for this, and so I actually don't know how long that's going to take. I'm thinking like 3 minutes? Yeah, maybe 4. I don't know. That's the second round. And then we take a short break. And the third round, you will be doing each of the 7 movements for only 20 seconds, okay? So it goes a minute for the first round, 40 seconds for the second round, 20 seconds for the third round. You're going to be feeling like you're not even doing the movements during this third round, but the idea here is that you're tired during the third round, and so I'm going to be reminding you to transition quickly because we're not doing the movements for very long each. Okay. Anything else I was going to say about the movements here? I don't think so. For the plank up downs, you are in charge of how hard you work, this was one thing I was definitely going to say. When you're working on one thing for a minute at a time, that's a long time. You will likely need to build in some breaks. I'm going to build in some breaks. So I might do like 30 seconds of work and then a 5-second rest and then 25 seconds of work or something like that. I got this cute little timer, but unfortunately it like goes dim, and so you can only see the time for like 3 seconds. And so I'm going to keep track of the time for you as I always do, and we will start and finish together, and our day will be better because of it. Okay. We are, just to remind you of the movements, but I'm going to be calling them out anyway. Plank up downs, quick feet, elevated side plank with that lateral raise on the right, elevated side plank with that lateral raise on the left. The next movement is assisted pistol squats on the right, assisted pistol squats on the left, and then we finish out with boat sit-ups, all right? 7 movements total, 7 minutes for the first round, 1 minute per movement for the first round, 40 seconds for the second round, 20 seconds for the third round. And then we're done, okay? So I am ready to get started if you are. Do what you need to do to get yourself situated, and I'm gonna get my little timer going. Where is the best way for me to set it? Let me do it over here. Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, plank up downs, go. 1 minute. All right, so pace yourself. This is your first time doing this movement. Up and down. Remember, you're either going high to low plank, or you're doing up-down planks on your step, or you're doing a declined up-down. Already 25 seconds through. This is the first movement, so you might feel kind of fresh. That's great. "15 seconds. In 10 seconds, we transition to quick feet. Right, left, right, left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Transition, quick feet. That's 1 minute down. 1 minute on this movement. Right, left, right, left. Find that rhythm. "30 seconds down. 30 seconds to go. Stay with it, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, side plank. Find your side plank, establish that foundation, and then get moving with the elbow to knee. Already 10 seconds through. Remember to lift the knee out to the side. Remember, you can always take breaks. 30 seconds. We're halfway through. I'm going to do a little 5-second breather. 20 seconds to go. You got this. And then we switch to the other side. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. So something you can do if you just get really exhausted and fatigued doing this movement, you could just hold side plank. You're still getting some great benefit in that stabilizer, your shoulder. Remember, a minute's a long time, but this is the only time you have to do a minute. 35 seconds through. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Assisted pistols. 1 minute of those assisted pistols. Focus. So pistol squats can be a little frustrating. Do try to keep your heel down as you lower into the squat and as you stand back up. Use your arms as a counterbalance. "20 seconds. At the end of this minute, we switch sides. Right into it on the other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pistols on the other side. If you can do a regular pistol squat, by all means, be my guest. 20 seconds. Oh, jeez. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat for 1 minute of boat sit-ups. Lower the legs and the torso at the same time, so you're counterbalancing. Remember to build in breaks. Remember, this is your first, last, and only time you have to work for a minute. After this, it's 40 seconds. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, stop. Very nice. Okay, get a little rest, and we're gonna get started with the next round here in just a few moments. I also, as I was moving just then, I realized that the next 2 rounds combined equal the amount of time that we just did. That's pretty cool, because that means that all you have to do is 40 seconds for each one, and then all you have to do is 20 seconds for each one. So the good news is you are halfway through this workout. Okay, I'm gonna zero out my timer here. And I'm going to keep track of 40 seconds for each movement. It's all the same movements. Less time, which means more effort from you and more effort from me. All right. Okay, 40 seconds, starting in. 5, 4, 3, 2, plank up downs, go. 40 seconds of work. You're already halfway. In 10 seconds, you're transitioning to quick feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Quick feet. Right, left, right, left. Halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. High plank or a side plank Side plank plus the shoulder, elbow to knee. After 40 seconds on this side, it's 40 seconds on the other side. Halfway there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Remember to lift your knee out to the side, not in front of your body. Halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, pistol squats. Halfway. Oh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Other side, pistol squats. Oh. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Time. No, not time. Boat push-ups, sit-ups, boat sit-ups. Halfway. Yeah. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. Okay. Rest. So, as I told you already, the last round is going to go really fast. Only 20 seconds per movement, which effectively is only like 15 seconds of work because you have to transition. And so I will remind you that you are cheating yourself if you shortchange these transitions, all right? So move quickly, transition as efficiently as you can. It is only 20 seconds of work. You can do anything for 20 seconds. And I'm telling that to myself as much as to you, is that if you're going to invest the time to get a workout in, it is worth doing well. It is worth giving it 100% of your capacity for today. So let's do this together. I'm suffering right along with you, okay? So you recall, it begins with the plank up downs, moves on to the quick feet, and on from there. I'm gonna make the plank up downs even harder for myself this round. I'm feeling particularly zesty. Who's with me? All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Oh, jeez. 5, 4, quick transitions. Oh, jeez. Five, four, three, two, one. High plank. Side plank. With those knee to elbows, try to move the entire time. It's only 20 seconds. You got this. Three, two, one. Turn it around. Next is pistols. Three, two, one. Three, two, one. Transition. Other side pistols. Three, two, one. Both sit-ups. Finish it out. Three, two, one, and time. Oh. Very nice work, everyone. Oh. I never would have done that without you. I'm being completely honest. Working out all by myself is not my idea of fun. But coming up with a workout that I know will be challenging to someone, which means to you, is a lot of fun for me. And it makes me work harder because I know you'll be right there along with me. So thank you for taking the time, for making the space in your day and the space in your house for a stairwell workout with me. Nice work. I'll see you next week.